So at the very beginning, we have Lemmy's signature bass riff, and he goes through that, you know, 3 times. And what Phil Taylor does is he starts on the snare and he builds up into, you know, into that first downbeat. So I'm going to play that first downbeat up to speed and then play sort of the, you know, the intro groove, and then I'll show you how they work. So it's basically a, you know, it's just bringing 16 notes up out of the snare on that intro figure, you know, crescendoing to that, you know, to the downbeat on the crash. And it's just on the hands. There are no feet involved at all. He just plays it on the hands. So really is as simple as you can get. You know, just you have to make sure that crescendo is very nice and consistent. The main groove is really, it's just mimicking what Lemmy's bass part is, okay? So the bass part, I'll play the bass and the snare, it's gonna sound. Okay, and I'll play that a little bit slower. Very basically what you're doing is you're just adding in 1/8 notes on the hi-hat. So slow, it's going to sound like this. Okay, and then up to speed. Coming out of that intro groove into the verse groove, which is essentially the same, Phil Taylor, true to form, what he does is he brings those 16th notes back. So again, he sort of bookends it. This time it's a little bit shorter. It's just... Okay, so I'm going to play the intro again, the whole thing, show you how it works. You know, in terms of the groove during the chorus, Phil Taylor moves his right hand over to the ride, so that's going to sound essentially the same, but it's just on the ride instead of the hi-hat, so. And one thing to note, when he's coming in and out of choruses and different verses, you know, he keeps very true to this. But sometimes what he does is he uses like 32nd notes, or he uses 16th note triplets, just something to give it, you know, a little more speed. So instead of, you know, he'd use something like this. You know, just something along those lines. You know, speed it up, give it a little more, you know, play, you know, some more notes, give it sort of a bigger feel. Up until this point, you know, it's very loose, you know. What he does during the bridge is he keeps, you know, the rhythm's the same, but he tightens up the hi-hat and he sort of opens, you know, he opens it to sort of accent what he's doing on the, you know, on the bass drum pedal. So. And so that's, I mean, that's basically what Ace of Spades really is. It's sort of, you know, it's very much in the style of sort of a punk two-step sort of a groove. It's all about, you know, Lemmy said it best, it's all about playing fast and loose, okay? Not sloppily, but keeping, you know, this very splashy sort of feel to, you know, your feel to the playing. And, you know, Phil Taylor basically is comping what's going on with what, you know, Eddie Clark and Lemmy Kilmister are playing on the guitar and the bass. So, again, it's all about making as big a sound as you can, not sloppy, but just nice and loose and splashy. And that's Ace of Spades by Motorhead.